Before we finish this section, I just want to give you a couple of notes. So right now, if you look, this is our web page. In here we would want to just add another section in here, which would be the starting point for the ball before the spinning, and also align all the texts in here in the middle of the boxes. So for this purpose, what we are going to do, if right now we go to the btext, which is the class of all the text, if you look in here, what we want to do is to go in here and let's, for example, give it a margin from top and bottom to be 20%, and from left and right to be, for example, 25%, to see what would happen. Now, if we go to our browser in Windows and refresh it, you see that margin left has affected the page, but the margin top, no. So if we again say just margin top and, for example, give it a value of 20%, and if we refresh, nothing would happen. While if we give it a margin left in here, it would take effect. If you refresh it again, you see margin left has taken effect. The reason is a problem that because we have made all the tags in the CSS as a different block, now that we apply the margin, it doesn't know whether what is the outer division, so that it should get the margin from. To overcome this problem in here, whenever that you apply some margin top and it doesn't take any effect, the only thing that you need to do to troubleshoot this problem is to say display, and instead of saying block or inline, you just say inline block. And now if we refresh, and in here instead we say margin 20% from top and 25% from left and right. Now if we refresh it again, you see now we have a margin from top too. So what we are going to do is to increase the margin top and left. If we have a look again at our browser and refresh it, well, the boxes are in the middle, but we have a problem on other text. Even though we could troubleshoot this problem so that all the texts would be in the same class, but we just want to apply different text in different classes for maybe later purposes that we want to access different elements using other programming languages. So in here, if we have a look at our page, we have 3 boxes in here which are 2 to 1. So we go to our HTML, to all the 2 to 1s in here, and we give them another class, like for example btext2, and btext2 also. If you look, we have 3 boxes in here and a couple of boxes in here which you want to put them into different classes. So btext3, btext3, btext3 for these 3 boxes, and these are btext4 and also btext4. Now if we refresh and save it, if we refresh our browser, now as you see, these have moved at the left. Now we go in here, we just copy all these lines in here and paste them, with the only difference that now the name would be btext2. Now we want to first just decrease the margin to be 0 pixel, for example. If it would be 0, then as you see, they are in here, these 3 boxes. Now what we are going to do is to give it some margin. From top we want the 10%, and from left and right maybe 15%, to see what would happen. If we refresh, they are in the middle, maybe more margin from top, so maybe 15% from top. Then also we would want to copy these lines and paste them in here 2 times for btext3 and btext4, So this would be b takes 3 and this would be b takes 4. If we have a look again and refresh, now these are in the middle, but about this, know what we could do. If you look, you see that these texts are more are in here. We should get them top. So what we could do is for b takes 3 to say 5% from top and maybe 15% from left and right. Now if we refresh, they are in here. Let me give it a value of 30% from left. Refresh, they are in the middle. Now let's go for the final ones. More from left is the only thing that is needed maybe. So b takes 4, this should be maybe 25% and this should be 12%. I think now it would be enough. If we refresh, as you see, they are all in the middle. I think we should take this down and this to the right. So if we look, b takes 4, this should be, for example, 29 maybe, and this should be maybe 4%. Now if we refresh again, now I think they are in the middle of their boxes. No, we should get them instead of 5, it should be, for example, maybe 8%. If we refresh, now all of them are almost in the middle of the boxes. You should play around with them to see what you could do. Also, if you have noticed, we have made some problems with that, or maybe we haven't completely noticed the reason that, for example, we say 8% margin from top and it is different for other boxes, is maybe in a display block or in a display inline, or a problem that, because when we say in percent for this box, it should be applied to all other boxes, that you could troubleshoot that. But the way that we take care of this problem is by just looking, have a vision at our website and then change it based on how we want it to change. I just leave the other kind of troubleshoot for you to, for an exercise or other things. Now I think our file is almost complete. The only thing that we need to do is to put some bugs in here.